Good afternoon, YouTube. This is Mark from Northeast Indiana in the shop. And I'm covered in sawdust, which means I've been up to a project. Just want to share it with you today. Today is my birthday. And I thought I would spend the day just working on something that has no relation to anything else I've worked on. I just wanted to piddle around in the shop. Now today, as you've seen, it's pretty chilly here in Kosciuszko County. About 15 degrees when I got up. It's about 20 degrees right now. But I've had the heat going all day. I've had to go fill a propane tank because I'm running out. So it's been a little chilly out here in the shop. Heat's kept up pretty much. But I wanted to share something with you that I made. And I just want to say off the top that I am not this is the first time I've attempted anything like this before. So you'll see in a moment why I'm letting you know that. So I don't know if I have in any of my videos talked about some Buzzsaw blades that I acquired. They're about 30 inches in diameter and they're about 1/8 of an inch thick. Now, I picked these up. I think I got them, if I didn't get them free, they were next to nothing off the Facebook Marketplace. And this is a chunk of that Buzzsaw blade. This is 5 inches right here by my hand. So you can see it's a pretty hefty piece of steel. I've got 2 of these. So part of the reason why I wanted to get this, where'd that go? Right over here, the bandsaw up and running is because I wanted to take some of this steel and make a knife out of it. I've never made a knife before. Now, I should say I have attempted to make something out of a railroad spike, forging it down to where it kind of looked like a knife, but it would have a hard time going through warm butter. You know what I'm saying? So today, my birthday, no pressure on any other projects. I decided that I was going to make this. This is just a little knife made out of this same steel. It's about 1/8 of an inch thick. All I did was material reduction on this. I did not forge this in any way. Cut the blank down and then just start taking material off. What I really like about this though is this handle. This is some of that spalted box elder, and it's got the red stripes in it, kind of pinkish now. It's just a piece of firewood. So with a piece of firewood and part of this Buzzsaw blade, I came up with this. Now this is not completely sharp yet. It's got a pretty decent edge on it, but I really need to get on a stone and get it sharpened up and strop it and all that. Now, I want to let you know, I'm not getting into knife making. I'll tell you where I get my knives, the knives that I use on a regular basis. It's from Wallace Knife Works out of Florida. Mr. Wallace, Ricky, does amazing work. I've probably got 10, 12, 14 knives from him. And if I need a custom knife, that's who I go to. And I'm going to try to drop a link in the description below to his channel. He does amazing work. And he makes knives much better than this. And they are real workhorses. I've used them here on the property. I used them for hunting and cleaning rabbits and all kinds of things. We raised rabbits for a while, so we did that for meat production, and I'd use those knives all the time. They hold a lovely edge. They're incredibly sharp when you get them. And if you want a good quality workhorse. That's how I describe them all the time. Workhorse knife, custom knife for a very decent price. Go to Wallace Knife Works. So that said, I'm not going to be competing with Ricky at all. He does amazing work. But I wanted to make one because I've never done anything like this before. And so this, I just sat down with a piece of paper and I drew a design, and I kind of have an idea of what I wanted to do. And then I cut it out from that Buzzsaw material with that bandsaw from Harbor Freight. It does a great job. And then it's basically grinding away material, fashioning the handle. I've got it pinned with, oh, I don't know what they're called. Let me look here. They are called a knife screw, I guess. They're two pieces. In this case, they're brass. Kind of see them there. I should have used the stainless steel, but I thought these would pop a little bit more. You screw them together, and you just kind of grind them. When you grind them down, that slotted area is gone. I epoxied this together. It's not really big enough. I got bigger hands. It's not really big enough for my hand, but it's good enough for what I want to do. So I'm going to use this around the yard and gardening. I don't have a sheath or anything like that for it. I'll probably make something inexpensively, but I wanted to show that it's my birthday knife. Kind of cool. Pretty happy with how it turned out. I'm not a knife maker at all. Here's the chunk of wood that it came out of. It's just a piece of firewood that I've cut down, and you can kind of see some of that spalting in that firewood. But yeah, that's what I've been doing today. So just wanted to make a quick video about that. Today's been an interesting day out in the shop. My air compressor bit the dust. If you go back several videos now, I don't even know how long ago it was. I think I had a video about a repair that I was making. There's a little hose in the compressor that had split on me or popped off or something, and I kind of jerry rigged that together, and it did it again. The hose actually came apart, and I noticed the other day I plugged in the compressor, because the way I'm set up, I've got to unplug it every night. Plugged it in, got it running, and it was just run and run and run. It wasn't building any air pressure. And if you remember, I've got it underneath the cabinet near the corner of my shop. So today I pulled it out, looked at it. Yeah, the hose is split. I went and got some, really supposed to be some nice braided vinyl hose, supposed to be used for pneumatic line, and put it on there. The same ID, OD, everything. Put it on there. Hose clamped it down. I mean, it's it's pretty simple stuff. It's not even worth making a video out of. And turned it on, and I was letting it run, and it was building pressure, and then it got about 120 psi, and it was just running. And I'm like, man, it must be a leak. So I turned the switch off, and I'm looking around for a leak. Can't find one, so I turn it back on. And I walk away. I said, well, I'll just keep an eye on it, see how long it runs. If it runs more than a couple minutes, I'm going to go shut it off. And I picked up the knife to do some grinding. And about the same time I turned on one of my grinders, I hear this. It sounded like a rifle shot. And I turn around, and sure enough, that hose blew off the sides. So I have to figure out what in the world's going on with my air compressor. Spent a little time driving back and forth to the farm store. I took some pictures along the way. It's a beautiful day. It's cold, but it's just sunny out. It's beautiful. So enjoy those pictures. The other thing is, I am using a microphone that I purchased, a wireless microphone. And I did that because I noticed when, I just film on my phone, sometimes the volume, it either I have to speak very loud, or I have to watch not speak so loud. This is supposed to help with that. It's pretty cheap. Got it off the Amazon. So let me know what if the audio is better or the same, or you can't tell. So people have asked me what I use to do my videos, to film them, and I just use my iPhone. I think I got an iPhone 13, 14, something like that. I don't know. It's not the latest and greatest. I don't even own a computer. I don't have a laptop, computer, nothing. When we came back from Cambodia, I got a phone, and I do everything off my phone. I have an app that I can edit some videos, not as well as I could have if I have a computer and got some software, but it's good enough for what I do. I mean, come on. I'm not no YouTube influencer, but let me know if the audio is a little bit better or worse, and we'll kind of play around with that. So that's what I've been doing today. Just taking it easy in the shop all day. It's going on 4:30 and Saturday afternoon. And yeah, I've just been piddling around. So pretty happy with this. If you have, and Ricky, this might go to you, but like if you have suggestions on the best way to sharpen a blade, I typically use a stone and a leather strop. I use leather strops for my carving knives and all of that as well. I'm not really good at sharpening knives, but I'm going to get better. So I'm going to be putting stone to use here. But yeah, give me some thoughts on what you think about this. Just a little knife. I'm looking for my tape measure. I was going to see. Hang on one second. Well, I don't know where my tape measure went. Thought I had it when I was grinding some stuff down, but this is probably, it's probably 7.5 inches long or so. The blade's probably 3-ish, 3.5 maybe. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. I just really took my time, got things centered up. The edge centered up there for the bevels, I guess they're called. And the scales, the handle here came out really nice. I finished it with Odie's oil, and it's really, I like it. It's very smooth. Odie's oil is also supposed to be an anti-rust, a rust inhibitor, I guess is what they say. So, I'm not sure with the blade. I'm not sure if it's high carbon steel or not. I've done some reading. There's no way. These things are so old. There's no way for me to know. On some of the newer Buzzsaw blades and circular blades, just the teeth area is hardened, or the teeth are hardened. And so I don't know. I did have, so what I did with this last night is I put it in the forge and brought it up to forging temperature, and I quenched just the blade side. And then because I had started to drill my hole for the pins, and I was having a very difficult time, but I also know that my 3/16 bit that I have is junk, and that's what I was using. So I was like, man, I don't know if it's hardened or not. Took a file across it, felt like it was not hardened, but I went through the process of letting it anneal overnight. When I came back out, the file, let me show you real quick. Get this file. The file just skates across the blade. Doesn't catch it all, but it would catch on my the handle area. So I think I nailed it properly. I was able to drill the holes. I did go out and buy a new bit, and that it was either the bit or the process of annealing the handle part that worked. So let me know what you think. A little birthday gift to myself. So that's about it today. Hope you're able to get out in your shop, try something new. Don't be afraid to fail. I mean, it's kind of cool because more often than not, you are going to succeed. So that is it. We're going to catch you all on the next one. Y'all take care. Cheers.